Pleasant morning to you all as we are here again another time for the Railbird Corner. Yes, we are a subsidiary of the Caymanas Punta's Paradise program, and we are going to give you some good selections today, and we are going to do even better than we do on last because we have it in us and we are take every opportunity to be the best we can for you on this program and programs for the future. Yes, I am Oliver Buchanan, and here is Mr.
Junior Fender.
Yes. We are so thankful for your views, your comments, and everything that you do, all the support you're giving us. So we must first say that and show some appreciation to you as our viewers and fans. Yes, we are gonna go this week racing for Saturday, March 29, 2025. We have the Grooms Association of Jamaica Trophy, and we have the Gregory Park Sprint Trophy as the two feature and co-feature races on the card. So we're gonna go straight into some selections. We start out with our banker programs, as you know, and if I don't bank a horse that you think is a concrete banker, as we are trying to take it, like even Titan Tempo, who I didn't even bring as an individual first choice, so you have to be careful with horses like those. Yes. Yes, on this day we have three bankers for you. Yes, we do have an overlapping one, which we're going to start with. And that overlapping banker, the ones I like, who can serve for two pick sixes. The first one and the second one. My first banker on the day is race number 5, horse number 5, Conundrum. Conundrum is confidently expected to beat these. Conundrum is running pretty well. He came second and last, was for finishing fast to Buzz Assault, who is still performing well in his races. Conundrum is coming off a break, but he's looking so good. He has been beaten by Storm on one occasion and then Regnant in one. So with that as a factor, I'm going to take Conundrum to just take the top honors above these. My next say in this race, as for rivalry to Conundrum, we're going to look to Expeditious number 14 with Robert Aladdin. He is a good closer. He is comfortable among these. He's drawn on the outside where he can get a chance to come down as a horse who doesn't really have the speed like that. May not face any impediment, so he's gonna be good. Last Dance is in with the handicap, and I respect her like that. She's gotten eased in the handicap, and I'm gonna give her a chance to come there. K-Ball, who is a class horse over the years, he's showing sign. He signaled that he is coming back to form, and I'm gonna take him as one of the good rival here to Conundrum. So it's Conundrum over Expeditious, Last Dance, and K-Ball. My next banker on the program is race number 6, the following race, which is horse number 6. In race number 6, Runaway Star. I'm going to take Runaway Star here to recoup some losses. Like he came to win as a very big favorite and he lost. We were disappointed, but he has been taken to task at the workouts and he's working good. 1.8 for 5.5 and 1.14 for 6 furlong. That is good enough for a mid condition race, and I'm gonna see to it that I take Runaway Star to you as a real banker on this card. So Runaway Star, horse number 6 in race number 6. I'm going to look for some contest from horse number 4, Riley J. Riley J, 1 is a disqualified winner, so she could be in the grade above, the group above. So we are gonna look for her. She clocked 1:30 for 7. That's a nice 7 furlong race. She's consistent of speed. She could be effective. So I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna take Riley J as a good horse to give some contest here. My next rival is Prolific Prince, who made a good statement with a good second. He lost to a good horse, which is Summer Palace, and I think Prolific Prince is gonna do himself justice here. He has been working okay, coming into his debut run, and with that race under his belt, he could prove strong here. I'm going to take Benison as another rival here. Benison is was closing fast on debut, and he's looking good since that run. And I'm going to take Benison to give himself, make himself a factor here. So I'm going to go with Runaway Star as my second banker, over Prolific Prince, Riley J, and Benison. My next banker on the card is race number 8, horse number 7, Sonogram. Sonogram has started twice. He won and last. He came within a short head or so to Prince Amman, who has won 4 races and is in the overnight group right now. Ran in the very last overnight race that run at Caymanas. No, not the very last one. He ran in the one with Mahogany and Neo Star. But I can say Prince Amman is up too high for me not to consider Sonogram as a winner. He's working good. He's clocked 101 out of the straight and 102, 48 and 102 and 47 and 1-1. He has been working well coming into this. He won coming off a break. When he wins 4 lengths ahead of Blood Moon, who is done with this group and is in non-3. So we're gonna take Sonogram with all the confidence here. He looked to be classier than these, and I'm gonna take him with much authority. Horses to look for is stablemate, horse number 9, Social Mischief, number 6, Radam. You can look for competition from number 5, Adira, and to a lesser extent, Chinita Estrella, who could surprisingly get her head in it. So Sonogram is seen above these, a cut above these. I'm going to take Sonogram to just walk over these like a walk. It's like he's taking a walk in the park. Radam won good out straight. I like the way he's looking now. He's cantering nicely. Adira look a little bit better than she did last. Social Mischief did run well when fighting third. So we're gonna give them a chance to see what they can do with Sonogram. But Sonogram is taken single-handedly. Yes, those are my 3 bankers on the day, and I'm through with my banker part of the program. We are going to step into the individual first choices, and as I say, when you are not satisfied with the bankers, or if you think you're having a little problem with the bankers, you can look into the individual first choice section to see what you can get, because they are individual first choices. Yes, my first individual first choice on the day is race number 2, horse number 6, Solace. This is my 3rd time selecting Solace, only that I'm not going to take her as a banker like I did on the last 2 occasions. But Solace is in with a pretty good handicap. He is in with she's in with 115 pounds on the Richard Henry for trainer Barrington Bernard. She's knocking at the door, and I think this race is set okay enough for Solace to come and take some demands right here. So I'm gonna take Solace as my first individual first choice. I'm gonna look for good runs from Sprague. Number one, Sprague. Sprague wasn't too suited by the 5 straight. He's fit and looking good. I saw him kicking up madly this morning at the exercise, so he's in fine fettle. And I'm gonna look to a really good run from Sprague here. My next contestant to compete with some good competition is number 5, Sweet Burn, with Radesh Roman for trainer Oral Aiden. Sweet Burn came third to Miller K when closing pretty fast to Miller K and this Solace when Miller K was breaking her maiden. So we have to look forward to Sweet Burn, and she came from way downtown, so she seemed to have a little stamina there. So we can look, she has gone 1-5 and 51 in two separate workouts, 1-5 for 5 and 51 for a half mile. In this group, that is okay enough. But I'm gonna take Solace as a horse who was coming off a break and is now gotten 2 runs and could have been made much fitter for this one. So Solace is taken as my first individual first choice here. My next individual first choice on the program, which is my second individual first choice, is race number 3, horse number 2, Pack Plays. Yes, this race is a nutty one. I can say that. I say that of a fact. Pack Plays is taken here, and I'm going to use this hunch by taking the assessment or the choice of Shane Richardson to be my medium for taking Pack Play as a winner here, because he rode Wall Street Trader, he rode Pack Plays, and he had the choice. His name was on the overnight for both of them. So we are gonna go with Pack Play, who showed that he has some class, is good enough to run with these, and I am gonna take Pack Play as Pack Play was chasing Bootylicious when Bootylicious was with 48 kilos. So with Pack Play running against some stronger horses than all of these, I'm gonna give Pack Play a chance to just devour these and make himself a winner here. I'm gonna look to Wall Street Trader with the handicap to pose a threat. Threat can come from California Crown. Yes, he's gone up in the handicaps, but he's still a good enough horse to do himself justice here and make his presence felt. And we cannot count out Digital One, this importee female horse who won pretty convincing and last from a really layoff. So you can look for her. She was deemed lame. She was noted lame in the race book, but I think she is good enough to run as good as it gets if she comes back in good order. So I'm gonna take Pack Play anyway over these ahead of Wall Street Trader to come closing with the lightweight, then Digital One, and then California Crown, who doesn't seem to be comfortable with the handicaps based on what they carried to Digital Light. The difference between California and Digital Light handicap is swinging into Digital One's way. So I'm going to take Pack Play over Wall Street Trader, number 1, 2 Pack Play over 1 Wall Street Trader, 3 Digital One, and 4 California Crown. Yes. My third individual first choice is gonna be a suspicious one. Yes, he is suspected. But this race is so cheap that I can hardly overlook Electrode. When I'm seeking a winner, I can't pass Electrode. He seemed to be a monster for these. But as we are saying, he finished lame multiple times, and we have to find that as a factor. But if they get him in any, even halfway up, I think he can be able to take it away from these. So I'm still gonna stubbornly go for Electrode here. He's gonna get horses to deter him from winning. Could have been the fast He Stands Alone number 6, Stormboy number 2, who I've seen at the exercise since week and he did not look bad at all. And to a next extent, Toots, who did go early in the second to last race she ran. Then she come closing at the end in the next one. So I'm wondering if they are this is an experiment on this Toots for whenever they could be ready to go all out with this Toots. Yes, this two kind of running is making me consider or thinking that they're on an experimental journey there. But as I say, Electrode is way ahead of these. He has his problem, but I am still gonna take Electrode to get ahead of these over Stormboy, He Stands Alone, and Toots. That is my final take on my individual first choices. I'm gonna go with my outsiders to watch, and my first outsider on the day is Kaylin's Melody, who is coming down to claiming for the first time. She has been running in restricted races. She has been seeing some useful rivals which could match up with these or even better. So, because she has seen horses like Allegiance in the past, horses who have reached overnight, she has seen Brenda Boy who can do something here. So we have to respect Kaylin's Melody in a race like these, especially running against horses with issues. So we have to give her a chance to be a good outsider here. She has worked 49-2 coming into this race, so this speaks well for her soundness. She has a chance here. Take it as I'm telling you. You can look from forward to good runs from the pair of Ocean Connection, Sonny T and Chippy firstly, who is coming down, who ran pretty well to good horses and last in his last 2 outings. Burn Notice worked 49 flat and is good enough. We know that he is good and strong and effective, especially among these. And last but not least, no, life is life. He's gonna do better now. He needed a run and last, but we cannot overlook a power ranking who has the good speed and the handicap that works well in racing wherever you go in the world. Yes. So we are gonna take Kaylin Melody as our first outsider. Then our next outsider is race number 4. This one is one I like as an outsider. I think I'm almost sure that you're gonna get this one in the exotics because this horse is fit as hands can make her. She's in with good handicap and she represents much of the speed in this race. And like I say, this works well globally, universally. This is a strong factor. And I'm gonna take race number 4, horse number 2, Miss Linton, to go with the description I described to you just now. Miss Linton is nice and fit 2 races back, she worked well coming into that race, and she ran reasonably well. She ran prominent and last, and I think she faced some impediment in her last race. But this time, I think with this relaxed 7 furlong, look out for Miss Linton to do something good here. Superior is taken with good consideration. Cosmic Force, as you know, is knocking at the door. He has 2 seconds coming into this. We have seen good horses coming out of this group, which is ahead. And I'm not going to leave Always Right, who I took and last as a winner. But she is going to represent some good competition here, Always Right. So I'm going to take Miss Linton ahead of Superior, Cosmic Force, and Always Right. My next and final outsider on the day, I'm going to wrap up with this indestructible, ninth race, number 13, indestructible, is ready to go when you say 5 straight. He runs well over the straight. I think he has 2 victories over the straight, if I'm not missing out, but I knew he won his last race with Radish Roman when it was coming up to the finishing of the championship there. He did help him out well. Trainer Philip Elliott did make him one with the fifth champion with Oil Machine. So indestructible. He ran disappointing and last. Yes, you can see that. But he's looking good. He's looking up. As I say, he loves the 5 straight course, and he's drawn well on the outside. And with a good and solid Samantha Fletcher on board, you can look for a really good run for this from this indestructible. Number 14, A Breath of Fresh Air, is expected to give strong competition with the fiery Trevor Simpson on the stand side, and especially with a horse that has speed. Remember what he did to them with Lambo Girl. He is tough like that. So look out for A Breath of Fresh Air, who is fit and running consistent. We are going to go to RACEDAY, who has his only win over the straight with Devon Thomas, and he is looking good. I saw him looping along at exercise recently since week, and he's gonna come at them when this one is getting closer to the wire. I'm gonna give Pineapple number 6 to run a good race, and I did not say number 5 RACEDAY when I call RACEDAY. So RACEDAY is number 5, and I'm gonna go to number 6 Pineapple to give me a good run here, as Pineapple is versatile. She runs good over the short distances. She did run well over a mile, and I'm taking Pineapple to make herself be a factor here. And not last but not least, I'm gonna look to Irish Wish to give me a good run on the Tevin Faster for trainer Anthony Baba Nunes. And that's my take, as I take Indestructible to beat ahead of as my outsider, and the good competition will come from A Breath of Fresh Air, number 14, number 5 RACEDAY, and number 6 Pineapple. And that is all I'm going to give you for today as I go over to Mr. Fender.
Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome, Mr. Fender.
You analyze this 9 race card perfectly.
And I did all 9 races. Only with the fact that 6 were winners,
yes,
and the next 3 were outsiders.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So, let me tell you that this is going to be a nice race card. This ninth race final on the program. I have my bit to say, and you have said it well.
Thank you.
And let me say, I will just fill in by, as you all know, fans, I like my stables. and I just don't like one stable. Few stables, and I like to see when stables getting horses in and training them, getting them right, so that boss can analyze them
And assess,
and,
yes.
and assess them, and when boss see jockeys showing a lot of interest in certain stables is because they know what that stable has, you know. So the Railbird Corner, you know, will always able to furnish this info. All right, and this weekend is going to be very interesting because uh, on this card, as I said, I like stables. I like Gary Sabrati's stable. I like Jason DaCosta stable. I like Oral Aiden stable. And I like Anthony Baba Nunes stable. You know. And Philip Elliott, you know, we
Yes.
can't leave him out. His stable is doing fairly good too. And other than that, we have the jockeys. And let me say to the fans and the interesting fans, watch these jockeys on this program this week. Shane Ellis, Richie Shakes, and T. Suku, and Radish Roman, the champion jockey. So, you know, this is my likings, and I think we should have a lot of fun. And you know, but I like when Missy is on the at the track doing her thing, you know, and you see she smile and she listen, she record the analyzing of coming from you and what I have to say, and you can see her smiling,
Yes.
you know. And
Yeah, big up to Mitchell Evans like that.
yes,
Big up Marvin Blake.
yes, and I really like that. And I see in the first race how you have analyzed the race. But because I am going with stables, Bash, Oral Eden has a horse in there, which is horse number 10, Justin Biden, with Caribbean number 1 favorite man on board, Shane.
So you get your stable and your jockey in one there. And you have Shameless there and you have Oral in there.
Right,
Yes.
you know, and I like that. And also, the champion jockey, Radish Roman, has a ride in the race also. And he's riding horse number 3, Burn Notice. That horse is a Burn Identity, you know, bloodline.
Offspring.
Yes, and we all know the history of that. We'll talk about that one day.
Yes.
Also, number 8, Sonny T and Chippy, right? And let me say special big up to O'Neill Hines and Shauna K. And they're doing wonders, but
Yes.
and I see the level of work that they are putting into this, and I see they're creating some excitement into racing here at Caymanas Park, and you know I really like that. Also, in the second race, horse number 5, Sweet Burn, again trained by Oral Aiden and ridden by champion jockey Radish Rowe. So I am expecting a good day from Oral. You know, he's
Yes.
stable, you know, and he's doing wonders. And I can see that he's trying his best to get some good real bloodstock in his camp to train, and hands up to Oral. All right, Gary Sabrati, he has a few runners on the card, and I think don't take that stable lightly this weekend, right? So try and analyze it for yourself. But all I can share is don't take it lightly. Also, champion trainer Jason DaCosta, a nice triple last week, and I think I would want to go that way again lightly, that he will be doing very well in the winners enclosure this week. So, champion trainer Jason, big up. And Tony, Baba, a trainer you cannot take lightly. He's getting the odds. Fans, Baba is getting the odds. So he's training pretty good. What you have to say, Bash?
Papa is moving electrifying right about now. He's moving electric. He took the lead this time. Seems as if he's trying to say, Jason, let's see how well you can come from behind. And he's really charging like an alluring charge on the lead there. So
Yes.
that's after Baba Nunes like that. You know he's a great trainer. I think Baba Nunes could have won more championship based on the kind of races that he won.
Right.
But unfortunately he did not. But even if Baba Nunes had not won even one championship,
Yes.
he could have been considered a champion trainer who did not win, like a true champion who did not get to win the champion. Like jockeys like Everton, Miller, Fitzroy, Gillespie, and so forth. So that is it. Those are examples. But Baba is good like that.
Yeah. And I want to say to the fans, Baba is an international trainer. He has done well in the CARICOM area of racing. Baba and Gary Sabrati, they have done well. They down there in Trinidad and Barbados, they got the attention from quality riders like Frankie Dettori, and and
And like a few others.
and a few others,
I really don't know them like that.
So we have to give them praises, and the Punters Paradise Railbird Corner, we have a lot of respect for those trainers. Right. So Bash, another big feature race on the card. Fans, let Bash share it with you.
Yes, we do have race number 3 as the Gregory Park Sprint Trophy and race number 9 as the Grooms Association of Jamaica Trophy. We are going to go speak of the Grooms Association Trophy, and that's the trophy race. Yes, we are going to talk about the Grooms Association Trophy, and we must say Garth Pennant is the champion groom is the reigning champion groom right about now, and it must have to do with him. As you can see, race number 6 is running in honor of his name. He is Ekamais OC called, that's his pet name, or what alias name as you would call it, but he is Garth Pennant in rightful name. So I'm going to tell you that the Grooms Association Trophy is representing well, because Grooms plays a very big factor at Caymanas Park. It has to do a lot with the grooms when it comes to the fraternity of racing anywhere in the world, as I love to say, globally. Yes, and we are going to go swiftly into the Gregory Park Sprint Trophy. We are gonna talk about Gregory Park because we already assessed the races. Gregory Park is the place where Caymanas Park stop. No. Yes, stop. We must have to stop. Gregory Park has and needs to have a race running in honor of its name, because the racetrack is located at Caymanas Park, situated in Caymanas Park.
Right.
In Gregory Park.
In Gregory
Have
Park.
me excuse. In Gregory Park. So Gregory Park is the place you're heading to when you're coming to Caymanas Park.
Right.
Yes, regardless of the fact that we have a few very close surrounding communities in the surrounding, in its surrounding, Waterford, Independence City, Caymanas Garden, Meadowvale, and all of those communities.
Yeah.
Yes, Surrey Meadows, that's the one I wanted to call.
Yeah.
And
Producing and some
and
producing
Passage
some,
Fort is pretty close.
Yeah.
Passage Fort is one of the
Yeah.
places that is very close, who has been there in the time when it was being built at Gregory Park. So
Right.
we know that we have to respect this Gregory Park race.
for producing some good talents.
And they have produced good talents, and
Yeah,
so
has
we
grown.
boom all we can tell you that a lot of
Yeah.
the youths learn racing through the grapevine here, as they are so close.
Yeah.
Yes, as you were gonna say about Mr. Philip Azar and the
Yes.
grooms, because we know
His support
yes,
for the Groom Association with all groom members over the years. You know, Andrew has never fall short of not coming on the day.
yeah, he has not far short on the grooms. He has
Yes.
always been supporting them and making
Yes.
contributions. I can tell you that factually.
And he gives them bicycle if they win. The
Fridge, stove, fans,
Yes. So,
bed, mattresses,
Yes.
all of those, a variety of things. I can tell you,
Yes.
he is the man. He's a wonder man when it comes down to that.
yes,
The grooms really love him like that.
like that.
He's their
Yes.
first.
And you know, come Sunday, October, they will be having bash. Their
Mix sale.
no, they are going to be selecting the new president and vice president
For Toba.
for Toba.
Okay, it's like they did run, they had an election for the trainers
Right.
presidency.
Yeah.
And now we are going to have presidency for the Tobas Association.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is great news for our racing here at Caymanas Park in Jamaica. That is really, really nice. And we are looking forward for the level of support. And I know they heard it from you about Gregory Park.
Yes, it is the place where Caymanas Park is situated, as I said before.
Yes.
And as you were saying about the Toba thing,
Yes.
we have to respect Toba. That
Yes.
is where it all began.
Yes. Because
It
they're-
begins there, because that is where we bred the horses to fit that
Yeah.
filters and to come up in the program.
Yes. And
Yes.
what facilities available for members, you know, in owning a horse and owning a good classic horse, you know, because the funding is in place and is there for that, you know. So once we all learn more about it, then we would want to
You will
become
fully
a member.
understand it,
Yes,
okay.
because it is well in place.
Structured, you know?
Structure, yes,
Yes.
in place. So that is all for me this week, and I'm saying to fans, and as Bash told you, come out and support racing, because it is going to be a very, very nice day.
And look out, you can win some money from these selections this week.
Yes.
Give us the support, the likes, the views, and all the subscription. Yes, man, you can send us gifts and all of that, man. We would appreciate them.